HISD's benefits department works hard to give HISD employees information and the tools they need to stay healthy and out of the doctor's office. But as we are in the midst of cold and flu season, there's a chance many of us will make a visit to see the doctor. Joining me to talk about the busiest season of the year is Benefits General Manager Brad Bailey, and from HISD's Wellness Centers, physician Dr. Carlos Diaz.
Yes.
Brad, in this day and time, I know I've heard that Houston Independent School District is one of the very few employers in the area not doing a premium increase. In fact, I hear there's some decrease going on. Want to tell us about what's being increased or what's being decreased or what's not?
Well, the district's been very successful over the years in managing and controlling our healthcare costs. Last year, we implemented first time our limited medical plans, both with our choice networks, which allow people to choose different hospitals and doctors, and higher cost doctors and hospitals cost a little bit more, lower cost a bit less, and then employees can choose a limited hospital, which is Morrill Herman only, once again at a lower premium cost. And by doing those programs this past year, we've significantly reduced our overall cost trends. Pharmacy costs have also been able to come down. So we're able to hold our costs steady for this next year without any rate increases. And so far, early results are looking good for next year. So some of the programs we've been able to implement on wellness and health have also helped pay off in improving employees' health and wellness. We introduced Best Doctors this year, and a lot of people have been very happy with it. In fact, I was meeting with someone today that used Best Doctors and was really pleased with the results that they've had with them too.
And what is Best Doctors?
Best Doctors is a program where employees that have complicated medical issues can go and get a referral from them, and they have some of the top 3% doctors in the country look at their medical issue in the very fine specialty that they might have, and redo pathology, redo the complete review on them, and evaluate their diagnosis and their treatment plan to make sure it's appropriate based upon what they actually have.
Healthcare has been so sensitive because the costs have been spiraling to the employees, to the employers, across the nation. We've been hearing a lot about healthcare in the past 2 years, or even the past 5 years, I'd say. But we're doing another innovative program, and that's the new HISD Wellness Centers. And so I know we have Dr. Diaz here. You want to tell us about our wellness centers and how this is a benefit to our employees?
Yes, our health and wellness centers, which the district has given as an additional benefit to the employees of HISD who are insured, started back in October of last year, and basically we serve as urgent care and primary care, as well as developing a wellness exam for employees who can come in and get their physical exam completed. And we focus on the most important issues as it relates to healthcare: diabetes and cholesterol, which is what really causes some of the premium costs in the hospital: strokes, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease.
And where are our wellness care centers located?
There's one right outside the Hattie Mae Administration Building where the retirement center used to be. It's an independent freestanding building, and the telephone number there is 713-957-3908. And the other one is located strategically in the Attucks Middle School area, and they're at 4330 Belfort Street, and their number is 713-732-3532.
So you said you have primary care, you have urgent care, you have physicals there. Who can walk in those doors, and what is the cost?
The cost today is part of their benefit. It doesn't cost them anything else, and it's one of the benefits of being an HISD employee who has insurance. So the cost is nothing to them. And who can go there? Employees, their dependents, and their spouses who have the insurance provided by HISD. Others who are benefits eligible can go there for a fee.
So if I didn't choose HISD benefits, but I am an employee of HISD, I can still walk in for urgent care on a fee-cost basis?
That's correct.
Wow. And how many people have been using these new, I mean, it's brand new, just made its 1 year mark. How many of employees have been using this service?
Taking into consideration that the Hattie Mae HISD Health and Wellness Center has been open since October, but taking into consideration that it was open January 1 and that the Attucks has been open since the 28th of April, together they've seen more than 3,300 employees.
Wow.
And that, since November 15th, when the cost went from $35 for the benefited employees to $0, which it is now, the number of employees have spiraled in both in Attucks as well as at the Hattie Mae.
Spiraling going up.
Yes, they're spiraling up. So it's a great benefit. People are finding this is very useful, and we are able to address a lot of chronic care issues during their wellness exam, as well as when they come in just for a regular old sinusitis or cold. We discover that they may have high blood pressure, that they may have stopped taking their medication, or they may be diabetic, and we discover it for the first time. So just going there, we address not only the urgent care issue, but if there's a chronic care issue that makes itself apparent, we will certainly address it at the time and either have them come back with us or ensure that they follow up with their primary care doctor.
So before this year, well, I would say up until November, it was a $35 copay to go, and now any employee that's on the benefits plan can walk into Attucks Middle School or this one outside Hattie Mae White and get free medical services.
Yes, by appointment, they can make an appointment, and we will see them at no cost. We do take walk-ins, but because the popularity of the no additional charge has been so outstanding, all of our appointments are filled, and then we take walk-ins if we can fit them into the schedule. And there are cancellations, and there are people who no-show, which is another important thing. If you plan not to show up for any reason, please let us know, because that'll open up a couple of appointment slots for people, especially if you make the wellness exam, which takes up like 3 appointment slots. If you decide you can't show up, let us know. We'll open up, and we will allow people who are walking in.
And both of them are also urgent care centers, is what I heard you say. Of course, they
we don't have x-rays, but by urgent care we mean, for example, a urinary tract infection, or they have severe cough, sinusitis, we can take care of those things, or they have a rash, an allergy. We do allergies, sprains, we can suture there.
Okay.
We do woman wellness exams, and we use a laboratory that we can send out whatever we don't do there. During the wellness exams, we can do glucose and the lipids in the office, as well as HIV and other tests that we can do in the office at no additional charge.
So Brad, our healthcare costs did go up in the district, to the district. I remember that was part of our challenge when we took the cut from the state. How are we able to provide free services at these wellness centers?
Well, the part of it is getting our employees taken care of sooner. So if we can get them taken care of at an earlier stage in their illness and get them back healthy, it's going to end up saving us on the more expensive items, which are hospitalizations. And so the goal is to try to help get people taken care of sooner. And then frankly also, if we can take care of some of the chronic conditions like sinusitis, we can get them back to work same day or the next day, so there's not away from the work as well. So there's an improved attendance that's also part of that component.
And that's cost savings every day.
Absolutely.
So before we close, Dr. Diaz, any advice for us going through the winter months? Today is a pretty chilly day on how to stay healthy and things that we need to do from your advice as a medical advisor?
Well, you know, whenever you have large crowds and you're in closed surfaces or areas, environments, you're more exposed to people who are sneezing or coughing. So those that are sneezing or coughing, please use the old approach of, you know, into your elbow and not into the environment or into your hands, and make sure that people wash their hands on a frequent basis. Even if you're not sick, the advice is to wash your hands on a frequent basis, because you never know when you shake somebody's hands, they may be transmitting some of these frequent bugs. But if you do get the bug, we're there to help you.
Perfect. And we do know we have a lot of elementary school teachers and administrators out there that get to touch a lot of germs every day with our little ones that have colds and bugs. I want to thank all of our guests for joining me today, and I want to encourage you, especially as we enter a new year, eat healthy, exercise, and pay attention to the signals your body gives you. It will benefit you and your family. I'm Paula Harris, and thank you for spending your time with us on the Student Achievement Show.